Women are not that special. They're just not. Look, I love women. I love their femininity. I love their beauty, all of that. But guys, you've got to understand that women are not as special as you think that they are. I understand when you're lonely and you're desperate to have somebody to talk to, somebody to comfort you, that feeling that somebody cares about you. It can seem as though in that moment, the only thing that you need is a girlfriend, and then you're good. Or that when you're overwhelmed with physical urges and the sight or smell of an attractive woman sends your hormones into hyperdrive and it feels like you might pass out in her presence, I can understand in that moment, it feels as though all you need in order to be completed is a woman. You have this girlfriend shaped hole in your heart, this missing piece that feels like emptiness, and you want a woman to come in and fill you up. But I'm telling you, it's not going to work. I see this all the time in my Hey Hero requests. It's really, really common, which is a reminder, if you need advice, please reach out to me on Hey Hero, tell me your story, ask your questions. I'll send you a personalized video in response. But some of the guys who've been reaching out to me recently have pedestalized and elevated women to such an absurd degree, you would think that ordinary women were these incredible, all-powerful goddesses that can solve any problem that a man has in his life. I have low self-esteem. A girlfriend can fix that, right? Wrong. I have no social life. I'm shy and introverted. A girlfriend can fix that, right? Wrong. I feel like my life lacks purpose and meaning and direction. A girlfriend can fix that. Wrong. It's so wrong. Women just aren't that special. They don't have the power to fix all of those problems. If you're insecure and socially anxious and you don't know where you're going in your life, I promise you, even the hottest, sweetest, highest quality girlfriend, she cannot fix that for you. A woman is not the solution to your problems. A girlfriend is not the solution to your problems. So stop thinking of women as though they are these magical, all-powerful creatures that can transform your life with their presence. They can't. At best, a woman is a wonderful companion. She's helpful and supportive, but the true power is always with you. That's why I say that the most important relationship that you have in your adult life is the one that you have with yourself. A girlfriend should only ever be the second most important relationship. Never elevate her to that top spot. Think of it like this. Ask yourself this question. What is more valuable, a good job or a good education? Now, to me, the answer is obvious. It's the education, because it's an improvement that is intrinsic to you, that is going to stay with you forever, whereas a job is only temporary and it could go away like that. Like the demand for your industry could suddenly dry up, or your company could downsize, or, God forbid, you could get fired because of some false sexual misconduct allegation. So you realize you cannot make any single job your entire world, because it's dangerous to do that. It's dangerous to get too invested in something that might not be stable, that might not be consistent in your life forever. But if you have a good education, it doesn't matter if that one job goes away, because you'll easily be able to get another job. Now, in the same way, when you're a young guy, it would be so foolish to invest too much into any one particular woman, because you'll probably date a lot of girls in your 20s. It's going to take a lot of experiences with a lot of different women before you actually find the one that you connect with properly, that you want to settle down with for the rest of your life. So it makes no sense to lose yourself, to lose your identity in a relationship with any one particular girl. That's not a safe or a smart investment. Instead, you need to focus on yourself. Develop your masculinity, develop your social skills, your confidence, develop your intellect, your creativity, your moral character. Work hard, become a successful person. You've probably heard that saying that success and money will never leave you, whereas a woman might. Personally, I think that money is a bit overrated. That can't solve all of your problems either, but that saying is funny because it hits an important truth, because if you invest in yourself, it's a lot safer than investing in any one particular woman, because she might leave you. And then what are you going to do? You're back at square one. Your identity as a man has to exist independently of your girlfriend. It has to. Otherwise, you leave yourself incredibly vulnerable. This means enjoying women and girlfriends for what they are, but never ascribing to them more significance, never investing more of your identity into a relationship than is actually warranted. They cannot solve all of your problems. Women just aren't that special. It's like what I talked about in that video when I said that women are like boats and men are like islands. I'm going to put a link to that video down below if you haven't seen that one yet, because I really considered that video absolutely essential viewing. One of my best videos. So if you want to understand this stuff, please go and watch that. Your job is to create your own life. It's not to be a sidekick in somebody else's existence. You're a man, so you create your own island and you design it the way that you want. You build the structures that you want, you plant the trees that you desire, you shape the island to suit you. And then women come sailing by on their boats and they're looking for a nice island that looks attractive, looks desirable, that is going to be able to house them. And if they like the look of what you have created, then they come and join you and they live on your island. Now, while she's there, everything gets better, right? She makes love to you. She adds her feminine touches to your life. Everything becomes more beautiful and feminine. It's less lonely. All of that stuff is great. Women can do that. They have that power. But if she leaves you at any point, you still have your island. That's what's important. Whereas if you as a man played the feminine role, you don't build an island. Instead, you live on a boat and you're constantly searching for a woman who's going to take you in so you can live in her life, you can be a sidekick to her journey. Then you have developed an identity based around her. And what are you going to do when she tosses you away? When she casts your boat adrift? Well, at that point, you'll be totally lost. And it would serve you totally right, because you haven't developed anything for yourself. So that's what I mean when I say that you have to have your own self-identity. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. You need to have a masculine sense of your own individual self that is healthy and functional, that welcomes women as a companion to your journey, but you do not see women as a leader that needs to be followed. Because women don't want to lead men, right? They find those following men who have no identity of their own, that just sort of leech off women. They find those kinds of men disgusting. They really do. They hate those kind of men. They loathe them. They feel like they are leeches sucking off their energy, like energy vampires. Women will not date men like that. I often say it like this because I think it really drives the point home. Women do not want to mother their boyfriends. Okay? I'll say it again. Just please let it sink in to the deepest levels of your biology. Women do not want to mother their boyfriends. Now, for some guys hearing that, that's really rough, because they may have had awful mothers and they still have all this unresolved childhood stuff, all these traumas that they need to work out. But I'm telling you, the appropriate relationship to fix those issues is not with your girlfriend. She might be a woman, but that's not her role. You've got to go see a therapist. A girlfriend can't fulfill that role. She just won't. It's not what she wants to do. It's not going to work out. Now, women can be supportive, kind, loving, but they are only going to support a man who is supporting himself, right? If you expect her to carry all of your weight, she'll drop you, because to a woman, that male weight is just too heavy. So if you have that girlfriend-shaped hole in your heart, you have fallen victim to the idea that all you need as a man is a woman to make you complete, that all of your problems are going to fade away once you get a girlfriend. I encourage you, I implore you, please reconsider that thought. Be open to the possibility that you have misdiagnosed the cure for your dissatisfaction. Women can be great. They can be wonderful in lots of ways, but they cannot solve all of your issues. They're just not that special. So if a woman rejects you, but then later on shows interest in you, what does that mean? How are we meant to make sense of a woman who changes her attraction to you? Well, there's a couple of different explanations. Some of them are positive, and one of them is really dark, and unfortunately, it's the most common reason. So, if you've experienced this phenomenon of a woman suddenly becoming interested in you after rejecting you in the past, or you just want to find out about the psychology of this, please come over to my Patreon and sign up there. It's just a $5 a month subscription, and you get instant access to that video plus every other video in my exclusive video catalog. It must be at least 150, 160 videos at this point. I post there twice weekly. We have an amazing community, great discussions. It's only $5. It's really good value. I'd love to have you be a part of it.